It is with great pleasure that I get to introduce Mr. Dave Stolzle of Got You Covered Roofing. He is our resident roofer. He lives in Cordova and he's been there 2.5 years. How long have you been in the roofing business? 7 years. Previous types of jobs, he was with Philip Morris USA for 20 years and Textron for 10 years. His lovely spouse Mary is with us today. They have 3 children and 5 grandchildren. And clearly I am not from Louisiana because I spelled Bo's name wrong. Bo is the Labrador that rides shotgun with Dave on everywhere he goes. And the X is because he's from Louisiana. That was for me. Hobbies, golf and reading. Residence in Cordova for 20 years. His burning desire is to write 3 books. Didn't give me a topic, but he wrote 3 books. And something nobody knows about Dave is he puts a glass of water, he puts water in a copper cup and drinks it the next morning. You'll have to explain what all that's about. Key to success, work with tenacity, build relationships quickly. Dave Stolzle, your expert.
There's alcohol.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot. Good afternoon, BNI.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mary's going to pass out some information. It's just going to circulate. Baby, why don't you break it up in portions? Instead of one, just break it up.
Okay.
Yeah. The packet, and there's some inside stuff. Just in a variety of things. One of them is if we do file a claim, there's a packet of stuff that I do for the insurance company, and just a litany of other things, warranties and stuff like that. So we're going to circulate that out here today. So today, roofing is a complicated subject. As many of you in here, as we are professionals, our intent is to take the complicated and make it real simple. And that's what I try to do with my company, because now there's just a lot of misinformation out there about free roofs and storm adjusting and things like that. So what I've tried to do each day on each contact is cut through the chase and just give an honest appraisal about what's going on. There may not be anything that's wrong with that roof. There may be a leak, or somebody just has a question, what condition is my roof in? So bringing information to the customer on the front end is what I do. Hague certified to determine if there's any type of hail or wind damage to a roof. A lot of the adjusters are not even qualified with that award, or whatever you want to call it. But it's just a training, and being able to do that on the front end is real important. If they don't need another roof, you just tell them you don't need another roof. But bringing good information, and that integrity-based information, is critical on the front end, and it brings a lot of peace of mind to people that I contact. On the back end, the certification is, and I'll go through this a little bit on, what is a roof warranty? That could take more than a few minutes today to tell you that, but I will get into that as far as the certifications and the warranties that I give my customers. So we're going to just do a Q&A. You've all submitted some questions. And if you could roll down that thing at the end, maybe not now, but when we get to the end. I guess I could do that. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know. The commands, I'm not used to having a command. And at the end, pay attention, because we will have an award at the end. Is that what's that called, baby?
Test.
No, at the end. we have yeah, we're gonna have, what's it called? A door prize. Yeah, we're gonna have a door prize. but you have to guess.
Good thing
for
the
that.
boss is here.
Yeah. I have a nail showing on my roof. Is this a problem? It could be. A lot of times in extrusion, nails could be a sign of age, or it may not be a problem at all. All this depends on actually doing an inspection. You can't determine if a roof is in good shape or bad shape, needs attention, until you actually get up and inspect it. I know that sounds Mickey Mouse, but it's the truth. You have to do an eye-level inspection to determine the condition of the roof. You can't do it on the ground. So a nail pop could be a problem. It may not be a problem. How many shingles off of my roof constitute a roof claim? That's an excellent question. Getting back to everybody wants a free roof. It depends on not so much the scope of the damage, but if in fact that roof can be repaired. So because you have missing shingles does not mean that your insurance company is obligated to buy you another roof. It will be determined if there's applicability in the shingles, the age of the shingles. So a lot of factors go into that. So just missing shingles does not automatically give you a free roof. There are other issues to look at. And most of the insurance companies have professional adjusters out there that, for the most part, will give you a fair shake. You know, there's a little bit of variety in personalities, but overall, they're all out there trying to do the right thing. How important is a well-maintained roof for a home sale? It's critical. In fact, I'm partnering up in our last BNI event. I haven't gotten into cleaning, but sometimes you may not have a roof that's damaged or needs repair, but it's just got some algae growing on it. And this is a really cool thing for not just realtors, but also insurance agents and your insurance, because if you do get a fungus or an algae growing on a roof system, if it goes on for an extended period of time, it will impact the integrity of that shingle, and that shingle will be damaged over time. So if you have this stuff going on, it's prudent to go ahead and get that addressed. And so there are cleaning solutions out there that can help you with that, and that might be the direction you go there. Pipe boots. Y'all have heard me about my pipe boot. Has anybody heard? Yeah, guys from the North Country, what is a daggone pipe boot? All right. It's probably the number one cause for leaks on a roof, and that's the, it's a boot, and it's got a synthetic rubber that wraps around the PVC pipe, and they break down anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Depends on if you have a solid rubber, synthetic rubber, or if you have a metal one. So having those changed, as Doug did here recently, is a very cool thing to do. Whether you need it or not, if it's getting 5 to 7 years, you should have your pipe boots replaced. What is typical warranty on a new roof? Well, I get to kind of brag a little bit here. Master Elite certification allows me to be supported by GAF, which is the biggest roofing company in the country, to give you a warranty that will allow me to put the right components on the roof, which are all GAF components, and you're covered on labor or warranty on any issue you have with that roof system for 25 years. It's probably the strongest warranty in the industry. I put down the number of nails, the drip edge, the material in the valley, addressing transition areas. There's a lot of stuff that goes on the roof. We just finished one. In fact, it was one of David's referrals, one of his policyholders off of Dogwood. And went with we have metal valleys going in there. We have GAF material in the, all the transition areas. You have siding that comes off the house. You have to address the chimney to make sure that it's locked down and moisture free. There's a lot of drip edge. There's a lot of stuff that goes into a roof. It's real important to have somebody that you can hang out with and trust, because at the end of the day, when the job is done, you want to have that. And so that warranty is probably the strongest in the industry, and it's a very strong warranty. It can be transferred one time if you ever sell the property. That's called a Golden Pledge GAF Master Elite warranty. Can you give estimates over the phone through satellites? Yes, Eagle View is simply, they bought pictometry, and State Farm and most of the other big insurance companies use them. They have less than a 4% margin of error. But all this is to determine the surface area of the roof system. And so everybody's using Eagle View and pictometry today to measure roofs. And yeah, it can be done over the phone. Normally it takes 24 hours. But I've been doing business with them for 7 years, so I can get that information pretty quick. But that's just a satellite imagery. That doesn't mean anything other than gaining information about surface area and measurements. The actual inspection about what needs to be done to the roof to get it corrected, if it's leaking or if it's damaged, can only be done with an on-site inspection. This is the most important question that could ever be asked from a roofer. Do you allow rap music to play when installing a new roof? Absolutely! Why would you not? I mean, it's a boring daggum job. Throwing these shingles over your shoulder, walking up a ladder.
Let me hear you rap.
Oh, no, that was last week. Where's a good place to pick up and color shingles? GAF has a design where you can go in and actually use any shingle that we're looking at, and they got a little system. You can piecemeal it to whatever color roof you have. brick exterior colors that you have on trim, or brick, or stucco, whatever the finish is, and you can go through that. Plus, I send people 10 or 15 roofs that I've done, so we get a clear picture of what they want to do. If you have 3-tab shingle, can I get a dimensional shingle? If so, my house is 3,000 square feet. What is the price difference? The price difference, first of all, if you have a 3-tab shingle, one of the biggest upgrades in the industry is to go with a dimensional shingle. That's probably, you know, besides wanting a free roof, another trend is this ice and water barrier actually adheres around a nail. So, you know, my crew's GAF trained. Any place that you have a nail going in, you want to have this material underneath it. But the other big upgrade is architectural shingles. You know, we have good products out there. Roof systems are very expensive, and that's why the insurance companies have gotten a lot of attention, because affordability. Roofs are expensive. So the price difference on that's about $20 a square on the 3-tab versus the dimensional shingle. I do some commercial roofs. I've done some flat roofs like the Silver Caboose in Colleyville. Do some small flat roof, but my expertise is residential roofing, any size. But I can do commercial, but that's not my my target market. But small office buildings I can do. So I'm running out of time here. Any questions I'd like to entertain after the